Hello, and first of all, best wishes on the occasion of today's Buddha Purnima. Lord Buddha, once he had said that the secret of health for the mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. This is what it is about the mindfulness, being in the moment, being in present. ये जो पल है वो जीना is what is mindfulness. Now, to what extent and how psychology, especially psychotherapeutic perspective, it is applicable. So when it comes to mindfulness approach, and how far it is scientific also, it is quite scientific, and it is one of the most effective antidote for our stressful life, for our anxiety, even depression, and all other kinds of emotional imbalances which we some or the other way experience frequently. So mindfulness means it is a matter of practice and exercise. So जसं एक आपल्या शरीराला सुद्धा एक गरज असते. So same thing equally the some kind of exercise it is essential for our mind. Then only it, it will be more stronger. It will develop its own immunity, stamina as such. So let's start with it. So what exactly it is means awareness that emerges through paying attention on purpose. What we are doing, why we are doing so. The cause, it should be there. Purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally to things as they are. So it says that it is like the analogy कि हम किसी नदी किनारे बैठे हैं or we are just observing the flowing water, nothing else. We are not giving any meaning. We are not trying to jump any conclusion. We are not trying to analyze about its source, origins, its further progress or so. But no, we are just paying attention on the flow of a river. So this means paying attention to things as they are in any given moment and not what we want them to be. काश अगर ये ऐसा होता, I wish it could happen, I wish it may happen in this way or so, I wish कि अगर ऐसा होगा तो. Instead of thinking about past and it is quite even practical as well, quite sensible. जो चीज पहले हो चुकी है उसके बारे में वो ऐसी अगर ना होती तो ये सोच के हमें आज भी कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है. And the same thing about even in future, the things which haven't yet happened and still we are constantly focusing and keep on thinking about future, it also won't give you anything concrete, productive in present, but rather being in the moment. So mindfulness, it is a translation of Indian word sati, which means sat, awareness, attention, remembering, focusing, concentration is what it is. On an average, through various studies, it has been shown that mindfulness, it reduces around 40% our stress, that too perceived stress. So we can say that this is what it is, means mindfulness, mindful or mindful. As you can see, most of the time, knowingly, unknowingly, we are on this particular mode. एक वक्त हम इतने सब कुछ सोचते रहते हैं, ये ऐसा वैसा वैसा, फिर सेकंड वेव, फिर थर्ड वेव, आगे क्या, जॉब का क्या, करियर का क्या, अबाउट एग्जाम, एमसीक्यू, सब्जेक्टिव, कब होगी एग्जाम, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, ऐसा क्यों हुआ था, उन्होंने उस वक्त ऐसे क्यों बोला था. That series and train of thought, it is constantly going on, and we are just doing mechanically in the present. But rather, the mindfulness, it is just paying attention to what we are doing and what we are supposed to do in the moment, and just eliminating other irrelevant things out of our mind. So, mindfulness means, and yes, coming back to its more scientific base, let's start and try to understand that what exactly it is and how it is helpful. See, so the more we are able to focus on what we are doing right now, automatically with some gradual practice, regular practice, research has shown that mindfulness practice increases our gray matter in the hippocampus. I'm sure you all are aware that hippocampus is the area which works for our storage of long-term memories. Also, mindfulness decrease gray matter in amygdala. Amygdala, it works for our emotions. It is a part of limbic system, emotional brain. So automatically, it works for our fear, stress, tension, anger, anxiety, even nervousness, and all other things. The prefrontal cortex, frontal lobe, as we know that it works for our higher mental order functioning, thinking, planning, judgment, reasoning, and all other things. So the more we are able to practice mindfulness, the more it helps us to think objectively, to think practically, and think more appropriately. Some other correlates, like it increase neural integration, reduce lateralization, and also continuous practice of mindfulness, like we should be able to train our body, or we should be habituated to practice mindfulness so that it will increase communication between the brainstem, limbic system, and the cortex. So that means emotions, planning, judgment, implementation, reasoning, all these things, it goes synchronized appropriately and it goes hand in hand. So like that. Apart from that, so ये हो गया behavioral means correlates, or the biological relation between mindfulness and other things. Now, how far it is helpful regarding our health, overall health? The more we are able to focus attention on what we are doing, even if it is like having a breakfast or mindfulness, it can be also practiced when we are communicating with someone, even when we are doing study. जो एक चीज कर रहे, उस एक चीज के वक्त सिर्फ उसी एक चीज के बारे में सोचना, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं. With practice, it is possible. Like we have to train our mind, we have to give means we have to apply the principle of classical conditioning. So when it comes to train our mind, because first we have to decondition from multitasking, and then we are supposed to do one thing at a time, so that it will increase our immune functioning. So nowadays, so many studies, they have come up with that how mindfulness affects on even cold. सर्दी जुकाम जो होता है उसमें भी कुछ हद तक स्ट्रेस का रोल होता है, ऐसे स्टडीज है. So the practice of mindfulness, it's shorter and less severe colds. It has been also seen effective in cancer patients to reduce their pain and some other things. So as a supported tool, definitely we should practice. Also, it works for our pain intensity, our cognitive function, IBS, and myocardial infarction and stroke risk. So what exactly it can do for us? It enhances our overall productivity. You can imagine a person is doing 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks at a time continuously every day. As we have also discussed with reference to selective attention and divided attention. One of the advantage of divided attention is we can do 2, 3, 4, 5 things at a time, but at the same time, the limitation or the shortcoming of divided attention is the quality it gets affected because our mind is getting diverted in too many things. So more we are able to follow one thing at a time with wholeheartedly, automatically it gives us more insight about its minute details. So definitely it enhances our productivity or work efficiency in that particular area. The more we are able to focus on one thing at a time, also it stimulates our creative thinking. So there is a the difference between creative thinking and multitasking. Creative thinking, it is quite different. If we are able to practice mindfulness, especially in interpersonal relations, so when we are communicating with others, the, the mindfulness it will helps us to be more empathetic, to observe the body language of other person, his eye contact, his tone, his gestures, and some maybe other verbal and non-verbal cues, so that automatically it will develop our emotional intelligence in relationship, even in conversation. Already we have discussed the role of decision making with reference to mindfulness. So of course it is quite applicable with conflicts, approach, avoidance, and other shades. Plus, the mindfulness it will give us positive emotions like love, compassion, contentment, satisfaction, all these things. Recently, American Psychological Association they have published their journal Monitor, named Monitor, and in that there is a separate article on the role of nature and how it is related with mindfulness. The gist of that particular article is every day if we are able to spend some time with nature, it can be about walk, jogging, exercise, even meditation, or by any other way. But our mind it is quite attuned with nature. So at least 10 to 15 minutes a day spending with nature, it will also develop our mindfulness practice. उस वक्त के लिए हम बाकी सब कुछ भूल के सिर्फ और सिर्फ वो एक 10 मिनट का वॉक लेते हैं एंड वी आर जस्ट पेइंग attention and minute details to nature, about trees, about its leaves, about its shadow, its the wind, the flow, the flower, shades, color, layer, texture, and many other things that will definitely reduce our stress level a lot. So how exactly we can practice? First and foremost is be present in the moment. Like in Zindagi Ne Milegi Dobara, the way Katrina Kaif used to told to Hrithik Roshan that 40 के बाद क्या होगा ये किसे पता है? पहले इस दिन की सोचो. So first think about this day, this moment, right now what we can do, right now what we are doing, how far we are fully present in the moment. Ask yourself that am I really paying attention to the details of the things which I am doing right now? Am I really aware about it? And to have this kind of introspection or to have this kind of dialogue with self, avoid multitasking. Otherwise हमारा क्या होता है कि एक बाजू में स्टडी, एक बाजू में व्हाट्सएप, फिर इंस्टाग्राम, फिर फेसबुक, फिर कोई बुलाता है, फिर टीवी भी देखते हैं, फिर और कुछ होता है, फिर किसी का कॉल, फिर दिमाग में कुछ. Like in English, it says that too many cooks spoil the food. Same thing it is applicable for the quality of work which we are doing. So it's better to avoid multitasking and doing one thing at a time with wholeheartedly. To have that, we get in touch with our senses. क्या सुन रहे हैं, कैसे सुन रहे हैं, कितनी आवाजें हैं, कौन सी है. So mindfulness eating is also there. दिल लगा के खाना खाना ये भी एक माइंडफुलनेस की ही प्रैक्टिस है. So just veer away from distractions, and for that, be it any mode, any mean or by any way, but meditate. Just breathing exercises. It is also a part, it is also a way of mindfulness. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. सिर्फ सांस लेना और उसे ऑब्जर्व करना. Do not try to give any meaning to it, but just pay attention to your nostrils. सांस लेते वक्त क्या होता है, सांस छोड़ते वक्त क्या होता है, बस that's it. Follow this exercise for 2 minutes a day at least a week, and then gradually you can start. 2 से 3 मिनट, फिर 3 से 4, फिर 4 से 5. It's 5 minutes a day. Complete focus on our breathing practices. And it is so easy that this technique or this practice we can do anywhere. So traveling मध्ये सुद्धा हा भाग आपण सहज करू शकतो. Control also it says, or even it can be said that regulate your thoughts. Once Swamiji had said that if you don't learn to control your thoughts, you will never learn how to control your behavior. How it affects? The more we are able to practice continuously mindfulness, it will definitely decrease our stress level, improves our attention span, of course, because we are focusing on one thing at a time. Also decrease our job burnout. So as I said that it is applicable even at workplace. Mindfulness breathing, mindfulness walking. जनरली हमारा क्या होता है कि हेडफोन भी लगाते हैं, बातें भी करते हैं किसी और के साथ, या फिर गाना, रेडियो वगैरह, some or the other way we are listening, and then for the sake of we are doing that exercise, rather than just avoid all these means distractions and just have a walk with your nature. Just pay attention to the details, to so many beautiful things which are already there in your surrounding. Mindful walking. For the time being, just observe your body, your legs, your hands, and many other things. Mindful eating, at least once in a day. कुछ भी जो खाना खाओगे, it can be like either breakfast, lunch or dinner. Keep your phones off, TV off, सब कुछ ऑफ करो एंड देन सिर्फ खाना खाना, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं. Definitely you will experience that. This kind of eating practices it will definitely increase your eating quality and behavior also. The test, that experience, it is something different. Frequently in workshops I do conduct a very small demo, even if it is online also, but yes, it is possible to have demo about mindful eating. If you are exercising, either yoga or any such thing, complete focus on that exercise only. अदरवाइज मग तिथे बाकी काहीतरी ते रॉकिंग म्युझिक लावायचं किंवा हेडफोन मध्ये काहीतरी वेगळं म्युझिक चालू असतं आणि इथे ते काहीतरी मेकॅनिकल ऍक्शन्स. डोंट डू दॅट. Mindful yoga. Through such type of mindfulness practices, research has said that 9 out of 10 people, they have find practicing mindfulness, it decreases their anxiety. 8 out of 10 people, they have said that practicing mindfulness, it contribute to their overall well-being, not only physical but even psychological, emotional well-being. And so just have a quick view towards Handy Tips. How can we have it in a more easy manner? That is, incorporate gratitude, increase your awareness about your senses, about your experiences and all other things. Not control but monitor your moods. Pay attention to what you are feeling, pay attention to what you are experiencing. For that, have a daily intention that what exactly you are going to do. Have a to-do list. अभी क्या करना है, फिर उसके बाद क्या करना है, उसके बाद क्या करना है और उसके बाद, तो उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम स्लॉट में बस वही एक चीज करनी है, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं. Have a break, that too music break or any such thing, but even in that break also, one thing at a time. Breathing and even engage in hard work. So all these are the references through which I have tried to compile this mindfulness point in a very short way, in a very concise way. If it is possible, some or the other way, we can have a live demo about mindfulness. Thank you so much.